My name is Tamzin, and this is my masterclass. We're rolling. I was thinking a little while back how similar, how one thing has remained with me now that I began. It was just a little thought back then when I started my gallery right at the beginning, and I sort of looked around the art world, and I was trying to find a way to be, or to define what we were going to be back then as a gallery. And I said to my staff, I've come up with it. In my mind, I want whatever we do and across any touch point, whether it's via an email, whether it's somebody walking through the door and you don't know who they are, whatever the situation, I want people to walk out taller than when they came in. And it occurred to me now, it's an entirely different business in a way. It's all digital. What I'm developing is digital. What people are buying from me is a system, an engine, the kind of intel inside to run their own businesses. It's the same thing. It's the same thing that drives me, that desire to enable and to lift up and make things easier for people so that they can walk out taller than they walked in. And one of those areas that really I've been focusing on all the time is this big gap, this big disparity that exists in the world between the arts and some other kind of careers. So, and it's a gap that exists between university and the real world of art. And I think it comes down to what is the support that's required to put those two things together, to enable people's businesses really to grow as they digitally transform. Those statistics being so weak, so poor, that I want to make a difference there. It's very important to me. So this is where I'm thinking around Artfundi's CSI, if you like, or Artfundi's vision to make a difference. That's our area. Students, they go through 4 years with such dreams and such hopes, whatever their career, whatever it is that they're studying for. Parents pay a lot of money for them to get through this degree, and then they enter the world. And in other careers, it's easier to succeed. If you've studied law, you go and join a law firm as a junior, and you move your way up, and there's help, and you know what to do. If you've studied art, you're thrust out into this strange environment, and only a very few are lucky enough to just be able to pick it up and carry on. So that's why the stats are so bad with regard to the number of people that can continue in that field. I want to fix that. I want to make a difference there. And I think part of that gap is what I've achieved in terms of encapsulating those hidden and unknown rules. It takes so long, and you can make so many mistakes to figure out what they are by yourself. I want Artfundi to make a difference in that specific space, for students to be able to cross that bridge, to transition into the art world successfully, and to successfully be able to make a career. If we can make a 1% difference in that area, it'll be huge. And that's a big passion point for me, and I'm hoping that we'll be able to develop that with universities, with students, with the art world at large, and be able to bring, from both sides, close that gap and make a big difference.